Hey, my name's Dr. Nought, and this is Orwell, and today we're gonna do day 5. But first, summary of day 4. So we needed to locate Abraham Goldfels, and that we kind of did. We've got TNB suspects that they suspect the thought. Oh, okay. Let me start over. TNB suspects thought of Bonton bombings. So right now, the main newspaper, someone leaked some info. And the main newspaper thinks that the group Thought was behind the Bonton bombings. So Thought is perceived with hate, and there was an attack on the Orwell mainframe, and we've lost Symes. Or Benjamin Costigan. His identity was compromised, personal information was exposed. So I'm curious to see what happens today. Episode 5, Under the Spreading Chestnut Tree. Because he had to run home, so let's see if it... Oh, Catherine Delacroix. Good morning, investigator. Since you have the most powerful investigative tool at your disposal, I suspect you already know who I am. You, on the other hand, have been a hard-working investigator so far. You have proved Orwell is working as intended. I will be your new advisor on this case. This has become far too important to leave the case to the advisor with an exposed identity. Symes as well, but no longer fit to work on Orwell. Moving forward, we will not speak about him again. As far as you are concerned, he never existed. With yesterday's so-called revelation about Orwell, sympathizers, this terrorist group has taken to the streets. We need to show all of the nation Orwell is keeping them safe. We won't allow some fools to trample on everything we have achieved. We must get rid of the imposter pretending to be Abraham Goldfels. Find out who did it and where they are hiding. I honestly think, so do we, as far as I'm concerned, it's initiate. Benjamin Costigan doesn't exist, but he's still on our little thing here. Alright, so let's see, let's start with the headlines. Whoa, things are going off. House of exposed government employee vandalized. Oh no. Peaceful house in Farview was turned into a mess this morning. Quiet home in Farview was ravaged by vandalism overnight, as raging protesters took up arms and tried to invade the home of government employee Benjamin C. and his fiancée. Color bombs and spray paint were used to deface the outer walls of the estate, along with the owner's car, which was left in the driveway. The garden was trampled. Oh, that's terrible. And several windows of the home were left shattered. Benjamin C. and his fiancée were not home during the attack. It was called in by several of their neighbors during the early hours of the morning. Just before the incident, Benjamin C. had been doxxed, a practice where online groups leak personal information on the internet with malicious intent, by activist group Thought, when they claimed he was linked to a new government initiative. The project, now known as Orwell, allegedly will be used to install mass surveillance on all citizens in the nation. At this time, it remains unclear whether anti-government protesters connected to the project's reveal are involved in the crime. Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Anti-Orwell protesters gather at Freedom Memorial Remains. Alright, so we have a protest gathering. They're doing these cool no surveillance signs. And no statement from us, because we're mum on the issue. And they claim a recent blog as proof, because, you know, it's been a reliable blog. Psh. So, negotiations with Triflith renewed. Prime Minister Blaine negotiating with the President Cassart. Alright. Those are the 3 headlines right now. So we had a bunch of things pop up after that first one. So what is it in here? So we got a police database here. Let's look down here. What's going on? Nothing there. Let's quickly do here. Joseph Langley. So he's been arrested. Now, if I learned anything from yesterday's, or the previous day's episode, I should always take all the pieces of information regardless. So we're just taking new portraits because we got stuck for a little bit yesterday. So we know what the report's about, funding a terrorist activity. And we're not going to make that mistake again. Today we're going to take every piece of information all the time. Alright, so we've got Oh, this is all the same. So it's between... Wait. Oh, it was sent out to everybody. I want to start here. Gunther Ahrens to Nina Maternova. I am sorry. Outgoing today? Nina, I am truly sorry for having drawn the investigators' attention to you. Frankly, you overstepped the boundaries of our agreement. The bombs were meant as a warning to those who are indifferent, a beacon of remembrance to our message that the thoughts must always be free. They were not meant to kill. Once again, you disappoint me with your insurmountable hatred and rage. Consider our agreement void, Abraham Goldfels. How is it sent today? Or why would he even send it if he knew that Nina was dead? That's bizarre. Alright. To Cassandra, Joseph, Juliet, Harrison, CC Nina, from Gunther, aka Abraham. Members of Thought, my dear friends, as you all have experienced already, we are being besieged by the government. They have denounced us, called us terrorists, and turned the public against us. This will stop today. Their days are about to come to an end. I have a plan, but for this to work out, we must meet like we did in the old days, when we had our meetings in Cafe Chestnut. We'll have a conference call at 4 p.m. sharp. This is totally completely fake. Like, we're gonna get ransacked or something. Because I am well aware that a meeting in person won't work out for us. You need not fear surveillance. All has been taken care of. I will contact you. Get in a safe position. Be ready. Yeah, something's wrong. They're not meeting in person, but somehow they're conference calling at the cafe. Well, I don't know. The gathering. You know, Abraham Goldfels is dead. Someone must be impersonating him. This is as clear as crystal. We must act swiftly and collect as much evidence as possible before this gathering commences. Thought is certainly up to no good. As you know, processing data chunks is time-consuming. I would say we have time for roughly 20 data chunks. Be considerate. Oh, but now I can't go around uploading everything I want. Who is this? Nina? Wait, what? Oh, it's just the same thing. Oh, okay. I thought she responded. I'm like, ooh. Zombie Nina. Oh, crap. Okay, Marka to Harrison. You must think I'm stupid. First, you don't tell me where you are going because you need to ghost. Then hours later, you don't answer your phone. So I called Pears asking for you, and she told me you were at Cyber Cafe Chestnut yesterday evening. Said you stormed in, then furiously wrote something on your PC, propped this outrageous blog post the news speaks of, and stormed back out the door, only to meet whom? Juliet? Meaning you're back in action with this shitty group? And her? I cannot fucking believe it. So now I'm trying emails, so you can't dodge me any longer. You and me were done. Okay, this is not important. I mean it. But this... is that important? Is today Monday? What the hell day is it today? I don't know. Is this important? Right now I have nothing else going on. So what I'm gonna do is disable this, and we're gonna add this. Nope, wrong person. There we go. This is where Harrison O'Donnell did his dirty work, probably thinking we would not be able to track him down. We will track him down. I've gone through the information we have on the remaining suspects regarding the impersonation of Abraham Goldfels. He predicted the bombings. This alone makes him suspicious. We have no idea why he hid the post on the Thought blog and his timeline. We are yet to clarify why he would frequenting a drugstore so often. Survival supplies, perhaps? Why would he have 2 health insurances? It is apparent that Harrison O'Donnell might well be part of the Bonton bombings. He's probably the one impersonating Goldfels. I want you to prove this and lock him away for good. No, it's not him. It's Initiate. I'm telling you. It's Initiate. Okay. Cyber Cafe. Oh, it's the Cyber... Yeah, doink. Okay. Who are the hosts? Oh, there you go. Lenore, aka Persephone, founder and boss of the bunch. Ahmed, aka Rattlesnake, super admin and all-around super guy. Marka, Wicked Witch, so we know her. She keeps the drinks rolling and bits flowing. Harrison is an honorable host. I'm not doing a new portrait, are you joking me? Former admin and handsome. Is that important? Maybe. I don't know. Nope, not important. That's important. There we go. So, high score is probably not important. Hancock. What score? What game are they playing? Anyway. And I don't care what that says, so... There's something else. Oh, I think it's just this. But I'm not falling for that yet. We're not gonna do that yet. Alright, Harrison and Juliet, I think. Where the hell are you? Why did you leave Apes? Our plan was to hide somewhere until we're no longer public enemies number 1 and 2. Yeah, that was before I found out what you did. You exposed a government employee. Take a close look at what happened. They're after us now for sure. Was that necessary? Look at the TNB. We have developed a following. If they prosecute us now, there will be a public outcry. This tiny crowd with their banners won't stop a thing. We'll be gone forever once they get us. This is why I had to leave. Did you get Abraham's email? Yeah, that was crazy. I know. All of a sudden he is back, and he has a plan? I can't believe it. Where was he this whole time? He was right beside you. Will you be attending this gathering? Of course. If Abe is there, we must attend. I will hide away someplace. I can call in from my notebook. You should do the same. Don't hide anywhere you have been in the last 24 hours. They might check there first. Will do. My damn phone is gone, just like you disappeared this morning. You haven't seen it by chance. Jesus, can you not take care of your stuff? No, I have not seen your phone. Ah, fuck it. Tried to track it down, but it doesn't send a signal. Probably out of battery or something. Yeah, whatever. I'll go without it. Until the gathering. Yeah, until the gathering. Lost his phone. I don't know if any of that's important. Maybe it is. Let's take a look at his desktop. Trash first. As you may or may not have heard, I have been affiliated with a group called Thought in the past. I thought I might as well blow that right into your face before some data miner does and claims shit. Let them claim shit if they love worthless shit all that much. Once upon a time, there was a daft punk who sought to build an activist group, but failed awfully. The moral of the story is your activism isn't worth shit, because peeps just don't care. As you may or may not have heard, the TNB office is a bunch of cocksuckers. At least now you know. Don't say you haven't been warned. Yeah, that would be a sweet, sweet article in the newspaper. What is this? Oh, that's his phone ID, but he doesn't have his phone right now. So I feel like that's not worth it. Search for Benjamin Costigan. Is that important? Probably not. And what do we got in here? Your life trust invoice. Please find your invoice for our services below. Okay. Oh crap, I don't mean to do that. Wait. Has special health insurance covering family members. Okay. Oh my god. Fan art. Juliet. So this was a year ago. Hey you, I just wanted to thank you for your support on my blog post for the thought. I have the feeling that Nina does not really like me. I hope I didn't do anything wrong. Frankly, she scares me a bit, you know? I didn't want to occupy her spot in thought. If you want to, we could meet tomorrow at Cafe Chestnut and talk about our great success at Stelligan. The next big thing. Everything besides Nina. I mean, I study at the campus. You work there, so we're neighbors anyway. Are you in? I think we should take this. I can't believe we don't even have that already. Does this matter? I don't think so. So I don't think it matters that he's got a trust for his family. Well, we'll go back to these things as we need them and try to figure out the most important one, but I want to make sure I look at everything. So there's something we're missing here too. Persephone. Okay. Rattlesnake. Marka. This is the one that's... I don't know why we're not interested in her. Okay, now we don't have it anymore. So something here is important. Probably this. Wrong person again. Probably these two things. Let's see. He lost his phone. I thought he would be attached to it. Perfect. A useful hint. If you encounter any hints to hideout locations, be sure to validate them by checking where they have stayed before first. Alright, with Initiate now. Knock, knock. Huh? Who are you? Name's Initiate. Oh, you're this hacker guy Harrison spoke about then. Right. AKA Abraham Goldfels, AKA that other name. So you hacked the Thought blog. You've been following us around. Why? What do you want? What I want to know what happened to Thought. These bombings have been ringing in my head. And I just don't know. Was this Thought's work? Was it a Gov setup? Listen, I don't know either. I'm sorry, but shit is majorly going down the drain right now. If you can help us, please, do it, please. My help got you where you are right now. This is very hard to read when someone types like this. You helped to dox this cost again. Harrison told me you wouldn't want to assist us. Don't talk so openly, or did you forget what's going on? Right, sorry. Can you do that again, what you did? Nope. They're going to track me down for sure. Barely got out the last time. I need more intel on this thing. First, at the moment, I don't see a way. Damn. So, what are you doing? Oh, you don't know yet? Abraham Goldfels, who founded Thought, sent us a message. Thought should gather once more. What? Abe is back? Yeah, and he says he has a plan. You know him? Kinda. Where from? Coincidence? Never heard of that place. But look, if you know Abraham, why don't you attend this gathering as well? It's going down 4 p.m. as conference call. Give me your number and I will invite you as well. No. Thanks, but no thanks. Yeah, because you are Abraham. Sounds like a trap to me. You shouldn't attend either. I'm pretty positive it's not. The email sounded authentic. But have it your way. I will. Good luck with this gathering. Good luck to you with finding out what's going on here. You're going to need it. Assisted Harrison O'Donnell revealing. We know that, don't we? But at least this piece of data chunk includes both Harrison and Initiate. This initiate is a nuisance. You must reveal his true identity. This might shed some light on what his motives are. I know, I agree. So you got anything to help me with that? Alright. So nothing going on here. Got this ghosting thing. But that's not important. More, who cares about... maybe it is. Is Marka on here? Is that important? I don't think so. There's gotta be other things. This is the new picture. Got some things here. Maybe this will help. Perfect. Oh, written by her. Oh, yes, it's going down. Alright, A Night to Remember by Dixon. Our protest at Seligan was a lively gathering of open-minded people. Students, teachers, professors, and others formed a bright and colorful crowd. I've got to admit, when Abraham asked me to join Thought, I wasn't sure what to think of it. Join an activist group? That's not a thing for me. Sure, not everything is fine, but organizing protests in the streets? Isn't that a bit much? But I knew Abraham as he was my professor for media ethics at Stelligan, and so I trusted him. I said yes. But it wouldn't stop there. Harrison and Nina left the event planning to me. Me, who had never done anything close to this before. Whew. Pretty scary task. As both Abraham and I were closely tied to Stelligan University, my suggestion was to organize a peaceful protest there, slowly raise awareness among students. They would most likely be more open-minded, prone to question the authority and the government, wouldn't they? Indeed, the protest went off without a hitch. Stelligan's president even permitted us to hold the protest on campus grounds, and close to 100 students, provided I didn't miscount, winky wink wink, participated. Many of them just joining in as they were walking by and wanted to know more. There was no conflict, no fear, just support. People were still talking about it a week later in the halls of Stelligan, and for me personally, it turned out to be a night to remember. Jules, let me say the important thing first. You did great. That's why we chose you for this. You even thought of making sure everything could get home or probably everyone could get home after the protest by organizing an extra bus. Anyway, I already got a great idea for what's next. Not just a great one, just an idea. Take things out to the streets, literally. Not the university streets, more like the streets. Think you can help us organize that as well? Thanks, Harry. Okay, why does... She's Dixon. Why are you saying why are you guys saying actual names here? After this, I'm confident I might be able to organize something bigger for next time. The streets are probably not the best choice, too unsafe, but I'll come up with something. Uh-oh. Julia, I don't want to offend you. You're new and you did a good job, but this simply isn't enough. Our petty protest doesn't matter on national scale. That's the simple truth. With a pace like this, the Gov will have erected their oppressive machinery before we even get to the streets. Nina, let's use our real names here, everybody. You know, I think likewise, and in the end, you're right. Our next thing will be much bigger. We'll make the news for sure. But we need to be smart about it. Smart like Julesy. That's why I want her to plan the next thing as well. I understand you, Nina. I'll do my best to get things right and safe. At the moment, I'm thinking of Freedom Plaza. Pretty much everything we need space-wise there. Would that be okay for everyone? I don't think it's important that we know that... I mean, we know she's involved, so... Yeah, we'll keep that live and see if we have a dead end here. So this is... From Gunther to... Oh. Nisha, I need to apologize to you for remaining silent for such a long time. I've been working out a plan in hiding. Today I need to call upon your help to make it happen. Okay, well that seems newsworthy. I thought these two were the same person. I'm aware of your capabilities and your skills. You need to stop trying to tear down the walls, instead shifting to running through open doors. Here's where to find one. That IP address or whatever, 4 p.m. today. Okay, so who's this for? This is for Gunther or Initiate. So they are going to try and attack Orwell once again. Well, let them come. Oh ho ho. Okay, so today she's checked her mail. But we knew that because she saw the email. Yeah. Let me just make sure nothing else happened here. I don't think so. Okay. I think because it was her history that popped up there. So let's take this. Running out of chunks here, guys. Okay. Half our time is up. Stay diligent and considerate. Oh boy. Okay. I wonder how far we can possibly get with this info. What else do we have here? There's something, if I understand this correctly. Oh, here. Okay, so now I've gone to every page. So now we have to go back to this. We've got either this or this. This is his phone. Let's, I know he doesn't have it, but maybe we can see what's going on with it. What just happened? Oh yeah, I forgot we could just... Holy moly. So these are the places not to stay in the last 24 hours. No, but these are not possible hideouts. Wait. Let's see what happens if I put one in here. Like, we know... Oh my god, I'm just wasting all my time here. Or wasting all... I'm wasting all my data chunks, but she said to find places where, you know, they might not be or something. Oh. It was Harrison O'Donnell after all. Well done, investigator. Make sure we have all relevant locations where he might be hiding in his profile so we can make an arrest. Oh shit! No. But come on. These can't be. Damn it. Let's go back. Wait. Okay. Rules. Running out of data chunks. Good, keep an eye on her as well. Okay, so before we do anything, I don't give a crap about whatever you do. Google, okay. April 14th? That was a few days ago. Sorry, Mom, I won't be coming home today. I'll be there tomorrow, promise. In case anything happens, call Jake. Great, love you. When are you coming? I'm not coming. Do you need anything? Are you okay? Something's up with his mom. Yeah, sure. With his mother, I don't think that's... We don't know where that is. Who's he talking to here? M-Babe? Whatever. That was... We're going... His mom is Angela. Let's see what else we've got here before we do anything. Victor Rosen. Carrington? Juliet, Victor here. Oh, hey, Victor. I just talked to Maria. Why are you not at work? Oh, I sent a sick note. Didn't you No, you did not. You were here the entire weekend. That's what the tracker says. But no one authorized you to do so. Now that you are meant to be here, you are not. Also, what is this registered under your account? This device ID does not belong to a company-approved device. You will explain these irregularities. I want you in my office as soon as possible. I don't think so. Crap, I'm running out of chunks. It's almost 4 p.m. We will most likely only have time for one more upload. Make it count. Make it count. No! Alright, I'm not doing any of those. I'm not... Oh, that could be interesting. No. So, Dad and her... We know he worked at Rosentech, right? We know that, don't we? So that's her sis. Sandra. Whoops. No. Freedom Plaza Lucas. So maybe... Isn't that weird? Isn't this like a weird thing to have as your phone background? Alright, let's grab his number. That's not the right person. I mean, yeah, it is. Goldfels is dead. What do you expect to happen on his phone line? Hey! It's 4 p.m. I'm getting intervention teams ready to check all the locations you mentioned. Crap! Now to wait and see what... Uh-oh. What's going on? Uh-oh. Oh, we're listening in through the hack? Hello, is this working? Anybody here? Well, I am. Harry, I didn't know if you would still be around. Seems neither Cassandra or Joseph are here. Ha! Did you really expect otherwise? I mean, they're both in jail. I don't know, somehow. Holy crap! What is this? Who are you? A fool who is baffled by the madness he just witnessed. Otherwise, initiate. Well, glad you decided to join us. That's completely unintended. What do you mean? You're in the call, aren't you? Yeah, I'm also in Orwell. In Orwell? Abe sent me an IP address to get into Orwell. It makes hacking the damn thing incredibly easy. He did what? And that worked? Like a charm. I now kinda control the damn thing. It's really, really worrying. Come again? You have Orwell on a freaking leash? Fucking great. How does that worry you? My control is limited, and the Gov will get the control back at some point, but this isn't my primary concern. What makes me nervous is, why would Abraham have such extensive knowledge of Orwell? This whole thing reeks of an enormous trap. And this is the point where it gets even worse. I had a quick look at his file. You would not believe what it says. Abraham is dead. He died. Quite some time ago. Dead? No. Abraham, how? He was very sick. Cancer. Ugh, you old fool. Why couldn't you tell us? He gave Nina the orders for the bombings after his demise. This means someone has been setting her up real bad. Not only her. All of us. Who the fuck would do such a thing? I'm not getting info on who or why. What a pity, but it does prove my point. Wait, what do you mean, Jules? It was me. I set you up. Wait a sec. I can't fucking believe where this is going. Are you for real? Are you telling me you told Nina to place those bombs? I did. I'm not proud of it, but it had to be done. What the hell? Why? You and Nina, you two ruined everything for Abraham. And for Thought. So you decided that leaving me wasn't enough for revenge, but you had to kill innocent fucking people and blame it all on Thought? It was necessary. Only when things are at their darkest will people listen, take note, and actually enact change. Abe knew that. I know it was extreme. Extreme! Extreme! It's a goddamn murder. I know, damn it. Believe me, I know. Your actions really screwed the members of Thought. You screwed them real good. Most of all, Nina. How can you justify that? What did you do all of this for? Thought needed to be destroyed. That was the whole point of its formation. Instead of seeking me out and arresting me, Orwell labeled you all target persons and investigated you all. Screwed up your lives. People need to see how fucked up Orwell is. It's not protection. It's invasive and manipulative doom for everyone. No one is innocent. Everyone is a suspect. Abe wanted to make the world stand up against things like Orwell. He knew how dangerous the project was. That's why he worked on it. He did what? He worked on Orwell? This confirms what I feared, but I didn't want to believe it. If so, he could have gone to the media and make it all public, couldn't he? He was afraid. He thought nothing would ever change if he did. Can you blame him? He told me everything, and only me. Ah, funny. Just realized you're actually a much better, yet much worse activist than Nina or me could ever be. That's admirable in a strange and very fucked up way. I still don't get it. Why draw all of this attention to Thought? You didn't convince anyone by your actions. Why this gathering? Why let me hack Orwell? I just needed to convince one person how faulty Orwell was. Costed again, the guy Larry leaked information about was the man on the inside. Only an advisor. The person who has really been spying on you is still around. The person who actually went through your stuff, passed on the data. That's me. The person, the one listening right now, the investigator. That's right, I'm talking to you. Me? I knew you had to be around when everyone would come together. You had to be listening. Initiate was just a windfall, a chance to make sure you'd not immediately go up against us. Investigator, I have a question for you. Now that you saw Orwell firsthand, do you really think that this system will help anyone? Did you think the government would not spy on you as well? Do you think you were outside the system? Think again. They evaluate even you. Abe knew that. He saw the madness. They evaluate even you, the investigators. But we can stop it. You can. Remember, you became recruited for being outside of the system. Outside of the nation. What if we show people what they store about you? That even you are not outside of the system. That no one is outside of the system. All you need to do, investigator, is upload the data they have on you. Incriminating yourself. This is so mind-bogglingly stupid, Jules. Why would the investigator cooperate? The gov will come after them. That's exactly the point. This evaluation is supposed to be a safety net so that no one misuses Orwell. Acting on evidence is mandatory. If the investigator incriminates themselves, they will be forced to prosecute them and reveal this evidence that the investigators are actually being spied on as well, publicly. That is absolutely mad. I don't see this working. I'd like to offer an alternative, investigator. It just so happens that a certain Catherine Delacroix is in this files too. I say we make use of the fact that we have control over Orwell. Let's use it as a weapon and turn it against the government. There's something dirty to be found about Miss Delacroix for sure. Let them act on that evidence. Now we're talking. No, hurting Delacroix won't help much. She is just gonna get replaced. This isn't the right way. Oh yeah, and fucking us all up was the right way then? Bullshit. But how can we trust this investigator to help? What the hell? How did they find— Fuck! Harrison? What's going on? Bye-bye. Seems to just fell prey to this great surveillance system. It's down to the two of us, as it seems. Well, my plan to gather support for you failed, investigator. But if you still want to fulfill my plan, go on and give Delacroix hell. We will find something dirty. Investigator, it's time to make up your mind. You can tear down the entire system just to complete my plan, please. I will turn Delacroix into a target person. I think I can easily activate access to her PC for you as well. When Abraham stopped his work for Rosentech and the government, he cloned all information he had and hid it in the office. He told me, and I maintained it. The system is programmed to boot itself again in a couple of minutes. You'll have access to everything. We just need to find the UID of the device. I cannot tell you here, now that Orwell isn't tracking data chunks. I have full understanding if you judge and incriminate me for what I've done, I think I deserve it. It's up to you now, investigator. Do the right thing. Finally, I thought this disturbance would never end. The back-end engineers say we've had an unwanted guest. We already know it was Thought. About time to undo them. We must be strong. We must show these people for what they are. The nation's safety is depending on it. Find a way to incriminate them together as a group. All we need is a hint that Abraham Goldfels intended this group to carry out terrorist actions. We could trace the attack back to a remote PC. I will now manually unlock this PC for you. Let's take a little... Why are you looking at my computer? You're supposed to trace the source of the intrusion. Leave my PC alone now. You would not want to be assessed as a traitor, would you? Oh, shush. See, as advanced as Orwell might be, it won't gather much from a switched-off PC. Goodbye, investigator. Soon you will find yourself wishing you had listened to my warnings. I just wanted a little peek! Got completely blocked. Okay, let's start from the top. What just happened? Oh, he's been arrested. So it ended up working. Can I take data chunks anymore? I can. Interesting. So the places that we found, so we could have arrested Juliet too, I think, if we put her locations in, but we didn't have enough data chunks because I wasted them all. Okay, Juliet works at Rosen. Coincidence? Seems to have organized peaceful protests. Ex of Harrison? Bit too shy, maybe hiding something. I should get around talking to her sometime. Ignorant to Abe's intentions, probably incited protest Abe would have never approved. Great band, sounds a lot like Rat King. Loudmouth, talks of doing shit but doesn't. Not a terrorist? He's running Thought page now. We try to disrupt to get attention. Web server, FTP, blah, blah, blah. Why does he work for TNB now? Cover? Tries to intimidate me. LOL. Wise ass. Let him crawl through my timeline. So this is initiate stuff, right? The MBAs. Goldfels. Okay, let's start back. Whoop. Please don't do this. My friend, I do appreciate your worries, and I understand them. I too have considered this endlessly, but the result of this consideration can only be to intervene. I don't get it. Intervene with what? Why don't you tell me? I can't risk telling you, not now. I will be placed at Rosentech. That is all I can say. This very gov has deprived me of the chance for a better future. A future with my sister here. And I will not stand idly by while the most sane and intelligent person I know makes such a dick move to become corrupted by the gov. The opportunity to have such an impact on our common future will only come once in a lifetime. I need you to understand this. Bullshit, we can always do something about the gov. Find some followers, build a group, gain followers. Just like me, start a guerrilla war. Think through what you are saying. Consider the chain of events this will set in motion. I will found a cell for this guerrilla war, then I will recruit members, call to arms, then we start acting, even bombings possibly to kill. Then they will increase security measures, nothing gets better. So he's... What is this? Yeah, I don't think that's the case. That was under here, right? Okay. Winston. What's up, my man? So, you hear about the Bonton bombings? Yeah, what's on the news even here? What about it? I've been doing research. I know some peeps who might be behind it. What? I spoke to them, claim they suspect the gov. So, two possibilities exist. Those people are trying to bullshit me big time, or there's more to it. I need to exclude the latter. You wouldn't know anything about goings-on with the nation's gov, would you? Actually, I might. There's this rumor. What rumor? A friend of mine claims to know a guy going by the name of X2 Think, who got recruited by the gov. Recruited for what? For a cis called Orwell. Orwell, like the author? What is it? Yeah, just like him. It's pretty vague what it actually can do, but everything points to crowdsourced surveillance of the web as a whole. They recruit everyday peeps for this outside of the nation. Super hush-hush. What? You sure? Assume the worst. Why didn't you tell me earlier, man? Like I said, not sure. All pretty vague, just on the grapevine. Now, where is the connection to the Bonton bombings? System entered a test phase on April 13th. Rings a bell? Holy crap. Holy crap indeed. Anything else? Not for now. I'll try to get more info. Thanks, man. I owe you. Hell yeah, you do. Smiley, smiley, smiley. Okay. Temba von Bidon. This is this guy's name. Everybody works at Rosen. I think we don't have Delacroix anymore. She's gonna come and arrest us, probably. So Wabono Umowetha. Knock knock, big brother. How's life in the nation? Is it still as sprawling as the last time you sent me a letter? I sure hope so. Your sister Mbali. Okay, so he's from South Africa. I'm not gonna read through this whole thing, cause, you know, I read through the entire game so far, but we got the important pieces. Need to visit him at Rosen. I need to know what he does. He really was there. Didn't recognize me though. What's he doing in there? What the hell became of him? Real sweetie, angry, angry, angry. Need to check her. Soldier in the army, has a kid, Michael. Don't think she is behind this. Whoops. Mostly harmless. Arrested? No idea who this guy is. Okay, so those are the IPSs. And he's been doing some info, some sleuthing. So the one thing that we haven't... I don't think this is like a legitimate thing. Wait, why does this picture look very familiar? Oh, I think it's because we've seen this. No? Anyway, so maybe we have to grab that thing, because I'm not seeing anything else. Really? But now that we can grab data chunks... Now that we can grab data chunks, I can go back to this and just clean up. He's already been arrested, but... We'll just grab everything we can. So we've got this. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. We're kind of like aimlessly grabbing things now. Let's grab everything now just to see if anything new pops up. Shoopadoo, not reading, worked at Rosentech. But I thought we already knew that. Didn't we already know that? See, we're finding documents, so we might as well go through. I'm glad we can grab these things that we didn't grab before. We'll take this artsy one away and put this one up. What else do we have? Contacts. Sandra. Not that it matters, because is she still in jail? This whole time? It's been like almost a full week. I guess 5 days. That makes sense. Oh, Juliet, we're gonna find you. Before, or maybe after, they come into whatever country I'm sitting in and they find me, because Delacroix is mad at me. So I wonder if we would have put these 5 things in along with Harry's 5 things, if both of them would have been arrested, and it would just be the initiate left. That could have been interesting. This might be a complete waste of time, but, you know, might as well dot all of our I's and cross all of our T's. So it sounds like his mom has an issue, and that's why he's got a family health insurance. But that is a lot. This is monthly? Insane. There you go. Now I know what you should look like without some sunglasses on. Delacroix, I can't believe you didn't let us get in there. Alright, let's just add this. Let's just see what happens. Oh. Okay. Delacroix reveals evidence against Thought founder activist group declared a terrorist union. The successful investigation in the Bondsman bombing case, the government has announced to advance the Orwell project to full operation. Police cracks down successfully on terrorist group Thought, all known members now in custody. Juliet Carrington is arrested. Oh, what? Investigator entangled with the activist group Thought wanted for immediate arrest. Whether their home country will comply, the extradition request remains to be seen. Oh, come on. Don't do it. Don't arrest me. Wait. Who am I now? Okay. Nice. I was gonna want them to be a terrorist organization, so I'm glad that's the way it ended. I was gonna keep looking through things, but hey, that's fine. Surprise attack on Osmotic Games. Osmotic Studios. So, fantastic game, I'm taking this, and I'm gonna let the credits roll as I talk a little bit. So, great story, really dug it. Really like 1984. Plus, I actually wanted them to be declared a terrorist group because in the novel 1984, the main character, you want him to run free and be clear, but he just completely gets brainwashed and gets sucked into everything. So I wanted this Orwell project to keep going, just like in the book where you think maybe there's a chance that they can overthrow the government, but no, they get squashed completely. And it's like actually pretty sad ending because I root for the main character in 1984 for the entirety of the book, and you just learn to hate the government so much. And so here I wanted it to be kind of like that same type of ending where you're like, oh no, let's show the people what the government truly is and what's behind them, and let's pull back the curtain and have everyone see the truth. You know, the idealist type of non-totalitarian government that you could imagine, right? That's what the citizens would want. That's what the quote-unquote right thing to do is. But no, I wanted it to be completely the opposite. I wanted it to be an ending similar to the novel where you just get completely smashed. Like, you get... your dreams are crushed. So you think like as in every this type of story where it's like the underdogs or the common folk or the poor or the you know, if it's poor against the wealthy few that own everything, or if it's the totalitarian government against the little people, you want the poor, you want the little people, you want the underrepresented groups to win. But in reality, let's be honest, that doesn't happen that often. you can just, I'm not going to point out anything for current events, but just take a look at current events, take a look at how a lot of systems are set up, including countries, I mean, countries you wouldn't think, but like, you know, China, but Russia, but even like the US. They're different in very important ways, but in some ways, they're not. And so, I feel like this ending is more realistic than if the government was overthrown. Anyway, you may know that the next game, Orwell Ignorance is Strength, is coming out, the first episode. Should be out by the time that you're watching this already. And that is where we're going next. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next game next time. Take care, and goodbye.